Hey, this is Carla Michelle, and welcome to the Strong Woman's Network. I am so glad to have this opportunity with you today, our first episode for the year 2020. And we're going to just chat a little bit about what happens and why we fear making goals. Just discuss it a little bit and let's see what happens. Thank you for those who are listening in for the first time, and it would be great. Subscribe, and those subscribers, thank you for always staying in touch with what is going on here at the Strong Woman's Network. All right, this podcast is made just for you. I love working with high-performing women who are looking to level up their life, their mindset, and seeing what else is on the other side of that corner. So hopefully, you are experiencing some insight as you listen on today about the fear of goals and why do we have them. Let's discuss it. All right. All right. So let's start off with this. Many of us have made goals. It's a new year. That's what we do. We are focused on what we are planning to do for the next 12 months. Then there's some of us who maybe don't put that much into goals. There may be a couple of things that you believe you want to complete, but it's not necessarily goal-oriented. Everyone wants to lose weight or eat better or maybe stop smoking or tone down your drinking. Whatever it may be, promote, have a relationship, have a baby. What could it be? Get good grades in school, graduate college. There's so many focuses that we can have as well. But there is also the kind of person out there when you are looking at a goal, the reason you don't make goals is because you fear goals. Yep, you fear goals. Why do you fear goals? Well, many people have different reasons why. And I want to go over that a little bit at this time just to discuss what kind of things happen in our mind when it comes to making a goal, and why maybe even subconsciously we sabotage ourselves and do not achieve the very thing that we say we want to achieve, the very thing that we put in writing, because there are those negative thoughts that come in and disrupt the momentum of moving forward. All right. So there could be the fear of, if it takes money, will you run out of money, or will you really have the money to sustain you to doing what you need to do? Is it a business and you need a certain amount of money to get to the goal? And you need the money to make the money. In many times you need the money to make the money. But what if you run out of the money that you have? What do? You panic. Some of us decide just not to do the goal. Some of us just give up and quit in between, or right before it's even gotten to gain momentum. And we back up and we recalculate this as this wasn't a good idea. Now, I am going to say, I don't know if your goal is a good idea or not. I am going to say, I'm going to believe that you didn't start the goal without doing some type of research and getting some kind of insight in what it takes to achieve what you're looking to achieve. I'm going to assume that you surrounded yourself with a group of people who can speak into your life and into your decisions and into the path that you're looking to take, so you minimize the threats to your goal. I'm going to say that because there are times that you can jump into a goal and not really calculate what it takes. Then there's time, and I will say this as well, for the faith believers out there who believe that they have what it takes to do it and are going to do it by any means possible, and they're going to keep going. Now, there is a thought that you may run out of money, but it's not something that's going to hinder you. Okay. But there are many people who, even with everything in line, still feel that there's a possibility of fear of running out of money before you even reach the goal. That's real, right? But what you got to do is when you see a problem, when you're entering into your goals this season, is to also come up with a solution if there is a problem. What are the worst case scenarios to not achieving that particular goal? So if you run out of money, what's the solution to that? Do you borrow? What do you do? Think of some things that could help you and assist you get to the next step. Another one, we come up with when we look at a goal and then we think it's too big, and we are pushed to have big goals. We're pushed, or we should be pushed, to dream big. There is such a adrenaline rush when you see something so big and you attain it. You know, it's something so big and you get it. Well, a lot of us could look at something so big and back up from it because you don't want to look stupid. Who wants to look stupid? Who wants to look like that person who went for it and missed the mark? Is that stupid, really? Think about it. Is that stupid? I think stupid can be more viewed as someone who is sitting and waiting and not even doing anything. And stupid is such a hard word, but not doing anything and waiting for something just to fall in their lap. So looking stupid for going after something, I believe there's some admiration in that. I think there's something great in going for it. And if you miss it, what did you learn? What can you teach? What can you give from that? Are you looking stupid if you come out with some good resources and some good tools for the next time you go for it, or to help someone else who is going through or has the same goal as you do or similar, do you now have something that can help them? So looking stupid is maybe a point of view, but I don't think it's real. Looking stupid going after a goal, I don't think you could look stupid, in my opinion. What about, I don't want to fail, and I don't like how failure feels. Feeling failure is real. We have not all made the right decisions in life. Failing is a part of life. It's not being a failure. You can feel like a failure, but that doesn't mean you're a failure. Feeling like a failure is just an emotional attachment to an action. But that does not mean the action defines who you are. You can have a moment that you failed, but you're not a failure. So going after the goal and possibly missing the mark doesn't make you a failure. It makes you someone who has experienced failing, which almost ties into looking stupid. It's just a moment. It's just a moment. And really, it's a frame of mind at that time. And you do not have to keep that frame of mind. You don't. It's your choice. You don't have to call yourself stupid. You don't have to call yourself a failure. I mean, I'm sure there's enough other people in the world who could do that for you, but you should not co-sign on those names, on those titles, because that is not you. Once again, I go back. If you are out there and your goal is to do something and you're in the race of doing it, come on. I applaud you for that. And I don't believe you're failing or you're looking stupid because you tried and because you're doing. because you're accomplishing, right? You're definitely not at the same level that you were at the beginning of the goal. So being a failure, thinking that you don't like the feeling of failing, you can't let it stop you. You can't let it stop you. And yeah, you may feel depressed for a minute or however long it takes you to not be depressed. But that's not the end of the world. Please listen to me. That is not the end of the world. We have to keep going. We have to keep being. We have to keep accomplishing. It's just a big, big thing just to realize it's only a moment. It's only a moment, and it's only a feeling, and feelings pass. All right, we keep going. You have this goal. And what if no one kind of buys into what you're doing? Buys in meaning they're not supportive. Your spouse is not supportive. Your friends, your partner, a business partner, not supportive. Your parents, not supportive. Does that stop you? Does that stop you if the community doesn't buy into your idea? If your boss doesn't buy into your idea? If you or your team doesn't buy into your idea, or you don't even buy into your idea? But what is that? Does that stop you from going towards your goal? Because you're looking for acceptance. You're looking for someone to kind of co-sign your dream and your vision. Yes, we always want someone. I'm a big thing. I wish a lot of things I didn't have to do alone. Meaning, I wish everyone bought into what I wanted to do. I wish everyone understood where I want to take my vision, my dream. But that's not always going to be the plan. There's many times I could have something that I want to do and I can go for it, and I don't get buy-in until the goal is already in process. It's already completed. And then it's like, oh, that was a great idea. But as a leader, as someone who has vision and someone who has dreams, there are times that you have to carry it by yourself, and knowing that eventually someone will see the benefit of it. And that in itself takes a strength, especially when it comes to a goal that is big. So acceptance and buy-in should not be a hindrance to your goal. Right? Because we fail, people won't accept it. Maybe they won't buy in right now. There's a possibility that if you don't make this goal, that you get so sad and depressed and you don't like the way that feels. You want things to be easy. You don't want to have to work hard. You don't want to have to feel a little tension. You don't want to struggle. Who wants that? I get it. Who wants that? I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't even want that for you. No one wants to look stupid. No one wants to not have enough resources. I get it. But truly, pause. Think about it. Is that enough to stop you from doing what you know you need to do to get to where you want to go? If you list all of your fears that are hindering those goals that you are writing out, because the fear can appear real, but really it's just the unknown. And if you don't know what really is going to happen because you're at the beginning of this goal, why would you choose to believe the worst? Why would you choose to believe the thing that you desire the most won't work? Why would you believe the thing you desire the most? Why would you believe that goal you want to accomplish, that you wouldn't accomplish? Why would you go into it like that? Why? Why would you defeat yourself before you even start? Why would you call yourself a loser before you even ran the race? Why would you call yourself defeated before you even got in the ring? Because with that mindset, you're guaranteed that it won't turn out as victorious as you want it to be. You've already beat up yourself. So take note as you come up and you focus on goals and you focus on your intentions for this year. Remove the fear. Acknowledge it. I don't have a problem with acknowledging and coming up with a solution for it when the thoughts hit. But don't go in already losing. Don't go in already gripped with fear and doubt. Let it play out. Trust the process. Believe that it could be better than you ever imagined. Believe that everything is already in your favor. Believe that if you do what you know you should be doing and what you can do, that other things will happen to help you get to the next step and the next step and the next step. Because if you think you've already lost and it's only the beginning of January, no, I'm not even going to finish that. I don't want you to believe you've already lost and it's only the beginning of January or whenever you're listening to this podcast. I don't care if it's June. I don't care if it's December of 2020. There is always opportunity to win. And we have to remember, your way of winning may not be the way you win. Your way of your strategy may adjust some and it give you the very result that you wanted, but just a different way of obtaining it. So I say that when these goals are before you, when you're sitting down with your vision board, when you're out with your journal, consider looking at the fear that you have when you're looking at these goals. But I don't want it to stop you. I don't want it to hinder you. I just wanted to take you to the next level with knowing that anything that you think you can't do, if you switch it around, turn it around, observe it differently, see it from a new light, get some other people involved, get their get their input, it could change. I know it can change. I think it will be better than you think or ever imagined, right? All right. Remember, this is your chance to not fear the very things that you want in your life, but to be receptive and to be open and to acknowledge that if you put your mind to it and you put some action to it, hey, that sounds like a win to me. All right, this is Carla Michelle, your favorite coach and consultant, signing off. And I want to thank you again for tuning in to the Strong Woman's Network podcast. Subscribe, don't forget. And I'd love to hear your feedback on this podcast today. Thank you. You can visit me at drcarlainc.com, drcarlainc.com, and on Instagram, Miss Carla Michelle, MSCarlamichelle. And I'm on Twitter, Miss Carla Michelle 1. Okay, thanks again, and I will talk to you soon.